Welcome back to DVC Weekly. This is episode 206. My name is Jason Erpelding. I'm the broker of Buy and Sell DVC. I'm here with Scott Ferrioli.
I'm the owner of DVC-Rental.com and buyandsellDVC.com.
And today is January 15th, 2025. 11-month window is December 15th, 2025. 7th-month window is August 15th, 2025. Remember, you can find us on Facebook, YouTube, Twitter, X. Scott's got that video on TikTok.
As of right now, it's on TikTok. We'll see what's going on.
So you can find us everywhere, really. And we're going to start on the buy and sell side of things. And really, I just want to touch base because, again, we are hoping that these videos provide you with entertainment. Plus, of course, we need to provide you with information because there's always people looking to explore the possibility of owning DVC on a regular basis, or possibly renting DVC, or renting out their points, or selling their Disney Vacation Club property. And a question that we asked was, if someone asked you the best DVC resort to own, if they plan on making most of their reservations under 7 months, you would advise with what resort? Because keep in mind, there's a lot of people who, that live in Florida that are DVC members, but there's also people that they don't have the capability of making that reservation 10 months in advance, or maybe they don't always have it. Maybe they do sometimes, but they don't because things happen and they need to make a reservation under 7 months. So we asked the question, and the answer here, I'm just going to read some of the answers first, discuss them as we go along. But here's the reply. I didn't put any names attached to this one because I don't want anybody to get attacked. So first answer was Saratoga, low resale price, low dues. This is the only answer. And then somebody said, agree, the math supports the answer. This person said, I agree here, but their dues are bound to flip at some point. OQS is much older and is the highest for Walt Disney World properties. Animal Kingdom has 3 additional years on it, though the dues are slightly higher, less than $1 per point. Math doesn't make it better, but closer as a consideration. Given the non-home resort portion, May would still pick Saratoga in that case. Info is more for those reading for other purposes. But as a reminder, OQS dues did used to be lower end. This person said that's a complicated question. Rephrase to best resort to own when you can't take advantage of a 7-month booking window. It would be the most affordable, which I look at based on amount of years remaining, price per point and dues. Bay Lake Tower and Copper Creek come on top, in my opinion. And another response, Animal Kingdom Kandani has a ton of rooms. So I mean, basically, I would still consider Saratoga Springs because the price per point, the annual dues, and it does expire 2054. If I'm buying and I'm making all my reservations less than 7 months, I would not even consider a resort that expires 2042, just because it expires 17 years from now. So I would opt for the longer resorts. And then, again, yeah, you can throw Animal Kingdom in there. If you can find an Alani subsidized, even an Alani regular. And you also, to me, you might be someone that's going to make a majority of your reservations under 7 months. But when you want to do that one trip that's between 7 and 11 months, what do you want? Do you want that trip to Alani? Do you want that trip to Copper Creek? Like, where, on that 1 or 2 times when you make it 7 to 11 months, to me, you have to factor that in. So that's something to consider. And then let's see, availability is somewhat limited if you're booking under 7 months. Yeah, it's getting harder and harder to find blocks of consecutive nights. But again, we've done this before in the past where we asked people, when was the last time you stayed at your home resort? And all the answers were like they'd stayed somewhere else. So which means they're making the reservation under 7 months. So sometimes, you have to be careful what you're watching because, yeah, a lot of people make the reservations under 7 months. So just keep that in mind because remember, the resorts have a different end date. They have different annual dues. They're not all created equal in regards to what villas are offered at each one. So just keep that in mind. And then let's see, do I have more on the next page? Oh, no. So now we're on to the food review of the week.
Come here, I'm gonna eat you! Get in my belly!
So the food review, I'm still eating at the beautifully decorated Jock Lindsay's Hangar Bar in Disney Springs. I forgot to mention this is my first time ever eating at Jock Lindsay's. I wasn't sure what to expect. Again, I mentioned last time, all the Christmas decorations are in the main bar area, and then we ate outside on the deck patio. So besides the pigs and blankets we tried last time, we also tried the ham and cheese trees for $16. It's a puff pastry, cheddar cheese, smoked ham, pepper jack star with a creamy tomato sauce. So essentially, they take everything and they probably lay it all out, layer it, and they cut strips because they make it into the shape of a Christmas tree, and they cook it so it looks like a little tree, and it's got a star piece of cheese on top. The people who are watching right now can see the tree. You can't see the tree. So this was more of like a showman's piece. You get 3 little puff pastries. What they do also, they come out, you get these 3 trees, but they come out and they've got, it's a plastic, it looks like a glass lid on it. It's got the smoke underneath it. The smoke. So they come out and they do the little twirl and the smoke comes out by the trees and you're like, ah. But, so it was very, very cool. They were decent, but we also thought that they were very dry. You kind of needed the tomato sauce to dip them in. Nothing here really stood out for this, especially for $16. It wasn't a great value at all. There's literally 3 little trees for $16. The pepper jack star on top didn't have any kick. I didn't even know it was pepper jack until I actually just went and looked at the menu before doing this review. I might as well have been just like Swiss I put. It wasn't bad. I mean, I get the overall it gets a 7.1. But definitely wouldn't repeat on this one just because it was so expensive for what you get. But I mean, if you're doing Instagram and this is your thing, to sit there and have them do the little swirl thing with the smoke, and that's how you're going to get viewers. But just on actual taste and eating this with your family, not really worth it.
I just realized we really didn't talk about your food. Not that we're going to go back, folks. We didn't talk about your food on the Epic, NCO Epic.
It was quickly. It was okay. The buffet pretty much had the same exact thing almost every single day. So there was not a lot of variety, not half as much variety as I've had on other cruise ships. And the dinners were decent. They were fair. Nothing great. Very good. Very, very, I think I said this last time I was Norwegian as well. Norwegian, I think, scores the lowest for food, but the absolute top for desserts. Like their desserts are much better than all the other cruise lines. So very, very good desserts, but the rest of it,
What about the wait staff at dinner?
Wait staff is decent. The problem is the way it works, it's like dining in your own time type thing. So you can sit there and go whenever you want. So you freestyle. So you never get the same servers. And I kind of like having the same servers. I like the server who gets to know me and gets to make jokes and, every day knows what I'm going to drink or, you like, I remember you guys really liked those bread yesterday with the pumpkin seeds or sesame seeds, or, on them, I'll bring you those. Like, you never get to know your servers. So they were okay. Nobody was really great. It was fair. It was fair. Just, my guess is just that they're kind of overworked.
And now we're on to the DVC-Rental side of things.
So for the rental side, I did 10 reasons why somebody might choose to rent DVC points instead of booking directly with Disney. First one is the significant cost savings. Typically, we're around 40 to 50% cheaper than Disney for the same exact accommodations. You get access to the deluxe resorts. So a lot of times, Disney doesn't have access to these rooms. They have a very small inventory of the villas, so they might not have the 1, 2, or 3 bedroom grand villas available. So you get access to different rooms than what Disney has. You've got flexibility. You have to choose travel dates and resort options that are not tied to a specific ownership schedule. Again, when you're renting points, you can choose any of the resorts you want, and it's not really, obviously, when you stay at Disney, you can do similar, but a lot of times Disney does not have availability at Vero Beach or Hilton Head or stuff showing, like it's not even released to the public. So you've got all the deluxe options, and a lot of times that's stuff that Disney doesn't even offer. You've got no long-term commitment on these. Renting the points, you do not have to buy into anything financially, so that works out really well. it's also a great way to try before you purchase into DVC. You know, Jason's the guy, if you ever want to buy a contract, you go through him. This is a way to kind of take it for a test drive. So that's what you said, instead of booking directly with DVC. I guess it's a combination of comparing renting versus owning and booking through Disney. I'm not sure what I did here. I had kind of did that one. Exploring different resorts. By renting, you get to travel to different resorts on each trip. A great way to resort hop, or do a split. You do a split stay, which is one of my favorite trips that we ever did. Was a split stay. We did part of the time at Beach Club, part of the time at Animal Kingdom. So you had the light, beachy, fun area, and Stormalong Bay with the great pool. Like it was like a beach atmosphere. And then we went over to Animal Kingdom. So you've got the dark woods and African theming, just two very, very different locations. So really, really nice options to have. And doing a split stay allows you to do that. Budget, I'm trying to think what happened. We got budget-friendly luxury. I mean, again, you were staying at the absolute top resorts for less than what Disney normally charges for like a moderate. And sometimes with our deals page, which you got confirmed reservations that are even cheaper. A lot of times we're even cheaper than the value resorts. So we're cheaper than Pop Century, All Stars. So a lot of nice options. And again, when you're renting points, you get to avoid the annual dues that you have to pay as an owner. Now, in the long run, if you think you're going to Disney every year, owning at DVC will definitely be better than renting every year at DVC. But if you're not sure if DVC is right for you, this is a great way to kind of dip your feet in the water before you jump in to see if it's worth it for your family. And the best thing is the easy booking process. I mean, there's a lot of reputable DVC companies out there. I like the platform on ours better. We give you the full pricing up front. Great customer service. All of our rooms come with no questions asked travel insurance. We also, if you do want additional extended travel insurance, we did start offering that a couple months ago. So if the travel insurance we have is not good enough, you know, again, which comes for free no matter what, you can always get extended travel insurance with us. And I mean, honestly, I think we have really great customer service. We have great people working for us who are really knowledgeable. So I think that like a lot of times I'll contact DVC and the people I talk to don't know half as much as we do. Like it's a little scary how much little training they have, where I think our team knows a ton of stuff. Most of them have been with us for a long time. I mean, we've got teams down here literally coming every couple of weeks who are traveling and doing reviews on the food and doing just we're constantly posting stuff with videos of the rooms, videos of the concert series, videos of the new food being offered. So our team is really, really knowledgeable, and I think that we offer some of the best customer service out there. And that's all I've got, sir.
Yeah, I mean, it's...
I kind of went a little wonky there. I did versus Disney, and I started doing some resale stuff. I don't know what happened. I went a little cuckoo. I think it's from the Norwegian Epic kind of messed me up a little bit.
I mean, I just think that it's, you know, once you start renting DVC points and you're going to, that's going to be your comfort zone. And that's, you know, because you're going to save money versus directly from Disney. It's just.
Most people who rent with us, they come back every year and they never book directly with Disney again unless there's an issue like they wait too long and there's no availability and then they'll go through Disney. But I mean, most people, once you rent points, you don't want to go somewhere else. You don't want to go back to Disney because it's not worth it.
Because nobody's bragging that they spent 5 nights at Alani and they paid more than the person that spent 5 nights but rented it and paid less. Like no one wants to spend more for the same.
Yeah.
You know, like so it's not. Yeah.
Well,
and like you say, you get the Hilton Head. Like when you go on the Facebook, you know, people are like, how can I ever get in Hilton Head? And then people are basically like, the only way to get there is either you buy into DVC and you buy a Hilton Head or you rent points. Same thing with Vero Beach. Yeah. How can I get in here?
Because it's never available.
Yes.
The only way you can get it is if you rent points or if as you mentioned, or you become an owner, which takes a while. And that's a long commitment if you just really want to go to Vero Beach for the weekend.
Yeah. Another good episode. And we'll see you next week.
Thank you so much for watching. We appreciate you. And again, please feel free to leave us comments. We love reading your comments. Have a great day.